Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? I apologize for popping on a little bit later. Right after I posted that I was going live, my eyes just started having an issue and my nose and allergies and yay! Don't you just love this weather change and how it can really kick up things? How are you guys doing? I hope you are having a great week, a wonderful weekend, taking care of yourselves, feeling good. And so just to kind of recap what we've been doing this week, we've been talking about how negative thinking about I'm not good enough because, and we've been taking that on. We've been thinking about and talking about how discouragement can kind of get to us and bring us down. And so we've been taking on different activities of shifting our thinking and realizing, whoa, we had programmed our thinking in a negative way. And now we can program our thinking and shift it in a different way as we're cleaning things up. So it's not about trying to be super optimistic and ignore the issues that come up. It's about being supportive with ourselves when those issues come up. And then why? What's the whole point of that? Well, the whole point is if you've created a programming, so if you think about your computer is set up for a certain kind of programming. The programming is supposed to function the best so the computer stays working properly. The same way your brain worked. Your brain said, okay, and you did this when you were little, by the way, and if you have met any little children, you realize they don't always come from logic. They can go, oh, if I do this, then this. And they're not related at all, right? If I wear a cape around my neck, I'm going to get hurt. However, they didn't realize when they wore the cape around their neck, they jumped off the house. It wasn't about the cape. So we could connect things. Or when I do this, I'm going to get in trouble. When really, when you do that in most situations, it's fine. But when you do that out in the middle of the street, it's going to be a problem. So there's just things to take a look at of what we made up and how we made up that programming. Because we thought if we did that, it would keep us functioning properly. It would keep everything safe. Well, how are you supposed to know when you're little? And who's teaching you? Think about this. Our parents are doing the best that they can, but they're, depending on their age, they could be 17, they could be younger, they could be 20s. How smart did you feel in your 20s as a parent? There's so much we don't know. I'm 44 now. Do you know how much I'm like, oh, I don't know. And so I have to find out. I have to look into these things. And sometimes I have to try it out because there's nobody there to guide, right? There's nothing to look up as far as you know. Like you try looking everything up. You try asking people, oh, I don't know. Try it out. And so that's a big part of life. It's just trying stuff out. So I would like for you to share about yourself in a way that allows you to create a connection. It allows you to allow yourself to feel good and have fun with it. Same way you do with life. The same way you might cook some food and you might go, ooh, that doesn't taste so good. Or you might be like, this is yummy. I want to keep doing it this way. So what I would like for you to do on Friday and Saturday is an opportunity that I like to offer to just really share about yourself, share about you, share about your business, share something fun about you. And the tool I would like for you to use is to let yourself ask the question or make it a statement. What if this person wants to hear about what I do? What if this person, when they hear this information, it changes their life, or it helps them to feel better, or it helps them to realize that they're not alone in the world? If you ask yourself that question, or make it a statement, when I share about myself or I share this special thing, it's going to make a difference for someone. It's going to put a smile on their face. It's going to help them feel cared about. So if you ask yourself those questions or you make that statement, now when you share about yourself, you're sharing about yourself as a value. You're sharing about yourself as this is what I can offer and this is how this is going to help. And remember the truth. This person would not be reading your comment. They would not be in conversation with you if they did not want to hear from you. So you might notice you're telling yourself some things like, oh, they don't want to hear about me. They don't, they don't care, or they don't want to know about my service, or it's just going to irritate them, or it's just a burden. allow yourself to notice those negative thoughts that you're putting into your mind. It's not about that other person. It's about you making it up and then using them to hurt you with it. So it can be fun. It can be free of any negative thinking if you tell yourself, oh, this person wants to hear from me. I can offer something that makes a difference. I could share a fun fact about myself that, oh my gosh, people are going to go like, whoa, wow, I'm not alone. Good morning, Tony. Good to see you. So here's an example. I'll share about myself. And then, Tony, if you like, you can share about you. So the whole thing is, there's things that come up in my mind. And I'm only going to share this with you so you can kind of see, because you wouldn't know otherwise. You would think, oh, yeah, she's fine. She's confident, whatever. But in the back of my mind comes up, you don't want to do that. That's not humble, talking about yourself. They don't want to hear about that. Like, their lives are busy. Like, that stuff does come up. But you'll notice that I function over it. But positive things are going back into myself that you wouldn't know. Like, I'm saying to myself, well, if they didn't want to know, they wouldn't be here. Or this could really help somebody. So, stop being a crybaby. I say that sometimes. Other times I'm like, it's okay. Don't make yourself feel bad. So it's different terms. If I'm feeling sensitive, I don't call myself a crybaby. But if I see it more in a fun way, then I can use that terminology. Or I might say to myself, pull up your big girl panties and let's get this together here. Enough of that. So it depends on what space I'm in, on how I can speak to myself, and it's motivating. So take a look on how you're speaking to yourself. If you feel worse, then you're putting yourself down. If you feel better, then it's helping you. There's sometimes I can call myself a name and be like, oh, airhead. And it's funny. But there's other times when I'm feeling very sensitive that if I use that would be putting me down. So be careful in how you do that, and notice you can have fun with it. So, for example, my name is Tammy Workman-Lopez. I help people take on their life. I help them let go of anxiety and stress and frustration. I help them handle conflict in their relationship. I help them really fall in love with themselves and take care of their health and their life. I help them take on their dreams in their business and their career. And we do it by shifting out of any negative thinking, any limiting beliefs that are holding them down. Now, I want you to notice I stayed in a positive tone. I used body language. I was thinking about those that I've helped and how it makes a difference for them. And that brought me joy. And so you could see it could be more fun. So Anthony says, I can do it. So when he's walking through his situations, Tony's saying, I can do this. I can do this. Now, what also, Tony, if you could say, this person really wants to hear from me. I really have something of value. If I share my story, they're going to know they can share their story too. What if you said that as well, Tony? Notice how it takes away pressure. Notice how if there's any tension in your throat, it comes away. Notice how if we say, I can do it, that's about us versus them. So allow yourself to remind yourself, yes, I can do it. And then also step into being about them. What might this help them achieve in their life? So Tony, you're an amazing person. And I know you help people with different things spiritually. Like people that are experiencing things, I couldn't do it. Let me just tell you, I would be running the other way. But when people have different spiritual things going on in their life where they're like, I'm seeing things happening that are not explainable on this human experience. I'm hearing things that the doctor has said is not in my head, but it is there. And I've had other people say they hear them too. There's things in my house that are not right. And I can tell they're not right, but I'm afraid to talk to anybody. So, Tony, you help people. Even talking about that kind of makes me feel a little like, like, oh, what would I do if that was happening? I don't know. But knowing that I have somebody to talk to like you, Tony, is just like, whoa. Okay, I don't feel like I'm crazy. I do realize now that there's help in this experience with this kind of thing. And so I can relax a little. So if you can allow yourself to come from this space, what I have to offer can help someone. And it's not about your service. It's not about that thing. It's about, that makes me feel better. To know that I'm okay. That helps me in my life to make something better that I want to make better. And in that situation, Tony, if that was going on for me, this would be it. I would not know what to do. That would be totally like, whoa, emotionally and like hard to breathe. Even thinking about it, I'll kind of tell you my experience. Everything feels tense. I have a hard time breathing. I think I'm holding my breath. I can feel blood pressure going to my head. Like, there's just a level of it that it would be terrifying to me. Absolutely terrifying. Even though I know it could be a very beautiful experience of realizing it's just a being, and I've had other people tell me, they've experienced other beings around, and yay, it could be an angel, it could be a being who somehow got stuck somehow, which I don't understand, because, from what my religion tells me, that doesn't happen. Well, it doesn't tell me that doesn't happen, but it only has an explanation for cut and dry, like you die and that's it, right? You die and you go to heaven, or you die and you rest until you go to heaven, or like there is not any explanation of the in-between. And so, Tony, you help people to understand the in-between. So instead of just saying, I can do it, include. I help people like Tammy who would be totally freaked out and wouldn't know what to do and would be panicked and frightened and lost. And I give them a peace of mind. I give them ease. I give them realizing they're not crazy. I give them... So Tony, you offer so many things. You offer peace. You offer tranquility. You offer an experience that helps someone feel safe when nothing else will, I suspect. Even prayer, like God gives us strength and confidence to know that our spirit is safe. But if things are moving around our house, or if something is scary, and we're not told how to handle it, then even though our spirit will feel safe, and even though we know we're standing in God's supernatural strength, those things are still happening. And I know people who've experienced that, not personally, currently, but personally in their past. And so if you were giving that, Tony, like that's beautiful to be able to share to somebody. So stand in who you are. Stand in what you offer, not just your product, which naming the product is fine, or your service, but what you offer to that person. So what I offer to people is sometimes saving their life. What I offer to people is a freedom to be able to let go of these negative things that are frightening them. That, like with Tony, it's an experience outside of them, but for me, it's an experience inside of them. It's these foreign thoughts and these foreign experiences and these foreign emotions that you can get familiar with and comfortable with, so they're no longer foreign, and you can release them and feel free. So you can have more energy because you're not putting all your energy into resisting the negative thoughts and the weight and the troublesome things, the anxiety and the panic that keep coming up. I can work with therapists, and it makes a difference. And so helping people know what you bring them can pull you out of any negative thinking. And if you're doing what you love, it's automatically fun. So like talking about this to you, you could feel my energy and my excitement because I love it. I love it. I love watching people go through the transformation. They come to me and they're frightened, or they're in judgment, or they're in not good enough, or they're in this tight box of fear and judgment, or condescending of themselves, or taking proof of what others have said, and they're just here. And then you just see this happen And things start to change in their lives, and they are the creator of it, and it's like, whoa. And you watch them shine their light, and you watch them open up, and you offer that in whatever way that you are, and what service you provide, and just a smile on someone's face who might be like, you know what, if I don't smile, if I don't get a hug, I don't know if I can make it today. And you offering that, thinking to yourself, I have nothing to offer, and yet you offer them that bright light to get them to be able to say, oh, I see hope, I see purpose, I see joy, I see connection, I see a reason. That's all it has to be. That shifts you out of negative thinking as you remember that about yourself. Remember who you are. Tony says you can make it. God is with us. Totally. God gives you this experience. God gives you these gifts. It's who you are. Even if you're not sure about what your purpose is, start with your primary purpose. God put us on this earth to be here for each other, to love others as you love yourself. But don't forget, honey, if you're not loving yourself, the pain that you're provoking into this beautiful being. Imagine instead then that you are someone else. Imagine you are somebody else who needs love and needs care and needs hugs and needs positive support and positive words and positive affirmations and being able to clean up the negative without avoiding it. Imagine what you would do if you were helping someone else struggling with that. You would be like, let me help you out. I know what you need. You need to go for a walk. You need something fun. You need to feel good. You need to realize you're amazing. You are totally awesome. And you get to remember, just like Tony said, you can make it. God is with you. God has created you to be a creator. You've just been creating in a way that's been harmful. And now you're creating in a way that you can share yourself. You can share who you are and be proud of it. You can share your limitations, your disabilities, your struggles. So others can go, oh man, I have that too. And you can be positive about it. You can be uplifted about it. You can take on your life and still have this limitation. Oh my gosh, then so can I. So that is how you can share your story and have fun with it. That is how you can share who you are and what you do and be proud of it. Not proud of it like I'm better than you, rah rah, but proud of it like, look at what I can do and so can you. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful truth. So let yourself practice that. Let yourself be in that. Let yourself share. Comment below or share a video in this thread of who you are and what you do in your life. How you're amazing in your life as a parent, as a single person, in your relationships, in your careers, in your businesses, or maybe in some hobby or some wonderful thing that you do that helps you feel good. Share that with us so we can celebrate with you and honor you and also look at ourselves and go, look at what they're doing. I can do that too, or I can do something like that. Or look at how I thought the things I did absolutely nothing. But look at how they're sharing that and they're being vulnerable and saying they thought that was nothing. But it's powerful. It's powerful for me to see them doing that and to see them sharing and to celebrate with them. So I'm going to do the same thing. So do that today. Step into that today. Be amazing today and know that you are loved. Know that you're appreciated. Know that we want to hear from you. We want to see your story. We want to see how you're taking on the jellies in life. And we want to celebrate that with you. So please do share and post about you, post about something that you're doing, and post about your services that you provide, but not just the provide, but how you've helped somebody, how it's made a difference, and then how that made you feel. You take care of you. Have a beautifully blessed day. Know that you're loved, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for Sunday. And today is Silly Saturday, so be silly, have fun, let yourself get out of your box. Let yourself shed your own skin and be a goofball at some point today. If you want to do it when you post or you want to do it in your recording, we're looking forward to it. Ciao for now. Oh, big squishy hugs. Bring it in all the way. We always have to have some big, big, big hugs. Imagine yourself being hugged right now because I'm imagining hugging you. Take in that energy. Oh, and I get to take yours back because you're hugging me back. Ciao for now. Bye, guys.